All right, guys, it is a Friday morning, which means, although it is Cinco de Mayo and Tijuana Flats in the house with all the burritos you can eat and more, which are super yummy,
They're good.
we decided why not mix in a little bit of fitness. Chris Wooten from the Body Shop in Lexington. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
Now, you walked in singing a song, and I was like, what is the deal?
All about the bass.
About that bass.
It's all about that bass.
No trouble. All right, what does that even mean?
We're talking about summer glute workout. You know, what's
the gluteus maximus?
The gluteus maximus. I've been ridiculed for the last 5 or 6 weeks about smacking you there.
Right.
So why not make the whole workout about the glutes today?
I don't see why not. All right, so how do we work the trunk, the junk in the trunk?
A lot of times it's isolation movements. You know, obviously squats are always great. If you see a good squatter, big glutes, always gonna have good glutes, because that's the junk in the trunk is where the power is. So feet spread about shoulder width apart, big squat, take it all the way down, get parallel to the floor, drop it down. That's not parallel.
Keep going. Okay,
you gotta get there. Then we engage that glute. Yes.
You just kicked me.
So we start back up. You can do the same thing with a lunge. So we take that squat into a lunge, but we're gonna split squat it. So throw one foot up on a bench.
Okay.
Make sure the knee does not go over your toe.
Right.
And you take that knee all the way down as far as you can. So we're going to get low and then drive right back to the glute.
So that's pulling right here as well.
Well, you're stretching obviously the hip flexor and the quad.
Right.
But the glutes on the other side is doing the power. That's the power.
So that's where it's coming from this side.
Yep,
so
coming from the power.
You want to do a little bit on each side, otherwise you'd be walking around like this.
Yeah, make sure you don't need look like you need a V8. You don't want to be sideways. Speaking of
George Costanza in the wallet. Remember that?
At the wallet.
All right, yeah.
Speaking of sideways, you want to do lateral lunges as well. So you step out, try to drop those glutes over the top of the heel, drop down deep. All the power's in the right side, and you push straight back.
Are there any considerations for any knee issues if you do this kind of stuff?
If you,
am I doing that right?
You see that knee, the first thing you're going to want to do is that knee's going to want to go forward.
Right.
So just always keep that foot straight, the knee straight, drop the hip over the top of the heel, and you take the pressure out of the knee, and it goes back.
Oh, okay, and it goes back into your
into the glute. That back leg stays straight.
Okay, very good.
Yep. So, and then, you know, deadlifts. Deadlifts are great. Great. You're not going to feel them a lot as far as the burn as you'd feel like doing bicep curls or whatever, but you're completely stretching that glute out. So you reach down with a single leg deadlift, holding a dumbbell or so, keeping that back flat.
So you're balancing, and so I'm just like, all right, let me see if I can do this.
Yep. It's all about how high you get that back knee, not so far down with the belt. Yeah, and just hold that.
Higher back. Oh yeah, I can feel it right there.
Yep, and squeeze it straight back up.
For sure.
All about the base. I like big butts. I cannot lie. It's all about the base.
That just happened.
Yeah, the glutes. I mean, and I've been training athletes for 20 years or more, and I can pretty much assess when they walk in how fast their 40 time is going to be by looking at their glutes and their calves, because that's where your power is. That's where you push. That's what it's the true athleticism is in the glutes.
What would you say about these bad boys?
I would say that's a great 10-yard sprint. Probably not anything much more than that. Just, I mean, being real.
So I'll burn it up real quick and no duration.
That's right.
But I'm fast to start.
You get there really quick. You can get from here to that taco table faster than me, probably.
Oh, that's a true story, Chris Wooten. That's a true story. The great stuff about this, things you can do at home. You don't have to go to a gym. You don't have to. You can do it in your hotel room or at your house where you're watching Jerry
Lunge
Springer.
around your block. You know, lunge, big walking lunge. Pick up that knee as you go.
Right.
You know, there's a ton of different glute
That's like the new mall walk, because you know, remember the old folks are always mall walking like this. I guess you can lunge walk. You can do the Wooten walk.
You can all the way around. Yeah.
And that's going to work right there. And
all the glutes and the hamstrings.
Make it tight.
Glutes and hamstrings. Yep.
And that's going to be part of the core as well. Is that going to help the hips and all that?
Obviously, everything, the hip flexors play a big role of that because it's balance and stability. You know, if you're lunging forward, you're working a little bit more hamstrings. I mean, excuse me, quads. But when you lunge to the rear, obviously a little more glutes and hamstrings, because that's what pulls you through.
Just like that, man.
It's all about the bubble.
Easy stuff. There we go. The butt. Here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest.
I had to. It's live. We had to do it.
This has been a fantastic final show, apparently, here for me at ABC. Between Gary, Owen, and you, my God. Anyway, guys, Chris Wooten, the Body Shop in Lexington, abccolumbia.com. We'll put some more links to you, some great fitness tips, but always good stuff you can do at home. Just stay in shape and work on the legs and the gluteus maximus, if you will. Stay with us. We're coming back. We're making burritos in a couple of minutes just to keep it balanced.